With the big game coming up this weekend, you may have your bet on who's going to win the game, but you should also be aware of the possible dangers of sports betting.
Statewide campaign, Are You Really Winning, is here to help you recognize the signs of when it becomes a problem. Executive Director of the Way Back In, Anita Pindiur, joins us now to share more. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Nice to be back.
This time of year, so Super Bowl, obviously a big one, and then we're going to March Madness. I mean, talk about the campaign. How are you guys helping people when they get themselves into a dark place?
Sure, thank you. Yeah, so Are You Really Winning and 1-800-GAMBLER are here for help and resources and awareness and education for really anyone. You could be in a place where you're saying, oh, I think something's going on. I think I'm having some problems. Maybe I need to take a look at it. But it also could be if you're just kind of thinking, exploring, maybe you have some youth at home and you're saying like, what is allowable, what's okay for them to do. So it really is there for anyone. So you don't have to wait until it's a problem. You can kind of take a look and see where you're at.
And you guys have some statistics surrounding the game that can really kind of drive your point home. Can you share them with us?
It is definitely the big one, right? So we know that there's going to be millions, if not billions, spent on the Super Bowl, right? People always talk about the wins, right? But we have to remember that all the money that goes in is also lost.
Okay.
So we also want to kind of always point out that it's really fun, not funds, right?
Right.
So if you're enjoying the game, if you're enjoying it with your loved ones, that should be fun. But don't look at it as a way to make money.
Right.
Recently, I've heard somebody talking about, like, oh, maybe there's cheating going on, or maybe the refs are not calling the right things, right? Like, let's, that might or might not be true, I don't know, but that's not what you want to focus on. This is not a way of income. So when we know that billions of dollars are going to go into this big game.
Yeah, you said 23.1 billion bets were placed on the Super Bowl last year. And 68 million adults across the nation?
Yeah, so those are some high numbers, right?
Yeah.
And we know, because this is the big game, so we know that everyone's going to be very involved, or a lot of people are going to be involved. But we also have had people all along this season, right, kind of involved in the betting. And so we want to kind of sometimes take a deep breath, take a step back and say, like, what am I doing, right, when we're looking at these numbers of people?
Well, because it's not just betting for who's going to win or lose. There's square games. There's people who bet on what commercial is going to come up next. I mean, they monetize everything.
Apparently, we're all very concerned about Taylor Swift, and is she going to get engaged?
Right.
So, it's so much that you can do. And like, back in the day, old school betting was like very much like who's winning, who's losing. This is everything. The color of the Gatorade, the colors of the cheerleaders.
That's right.
So you name it, you can bet on it.
Okay, well, you guys have a art competition, an awareness art competition coming up,
Yes,
right?
so it's already open, it's running, and it'll run through the end of March. And so it's awareness for March being Problem Gambling Awareness Month, as well as just having other resources then, like what else can I do? What else can I engage in? What other activities are there? So the art competition is a call for all artists, 14 and up, with an adult division of 21 and up. There will be some awards, and we will have those awards at our Illinois Council on Problem Gambling Conference in June.
Fantastic. Wow. A lot to it. Nita, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you or a loved one is struggling with gambling addiction, reach out to the Way Back In during their Are You Really Winning campaign. Visit the site AreYouReallyWinning.com or give them the call, the number right there on your screen.